friends, it is Monday for me here. I don't know when you guys will see this, but this is going to be a video about what I do on a Monday as a stay-at-home mom. And I feel like some people tend to think that the stay-at-home moms don't really have, like a schedule or a rhythm or a routine or anything like that. But I very much do. I do certain things every Monday to help the week go smoothly and kind of catch up from the weekend, because I definitely take time off on the weekend from certain jobs. And so the first thing I'm doing here, I am upstairs where our bedrooms are, and I am just gathering up all of the laundry from the weekend, and I am going to go pop that into the washing machine. And then I'm going to fold a mountain of laundry that was washed and dried on like Friday and then maybe Saturday morning, but I haven't done any since then. So I have a big job there. And then I will just take you along to show you some other things that I do on Monday to help kick off the week for our family. Okay, we're in the laundry room. This is the mountain of laundry that I was referring to. It's pretty massive. We'll see how long it takes me, but I'm going to listen to a podcast and just get it done. Okay. It took me 19 minutes to get all of stuff folded, and now I get to carry it up 2 flights of stairs. If you are building or renovating a house, don't put the laundry room in the basement. Just don't. That is my one tip to you. I'm here in our storage room, one of our storage rooms in the basement, where we have an upright deep freezer, and then we have 2 chest freezers here, and then also all of our children's clothing and baby stuff and kids stuff and my wedding dress, random stuff like that. And then I have some canned food here behind the camera, and that's about all that's in here. But I am here to grocery shop, so I am going to fill this up with the meats and vegetables that we need for the week to start thawing out in the fridge. I feel so fortunate, so blessed to be able to go down into our basement, into our freezers, and get food that we have either grown ourselves or gotten from a local farm or from friends. The chicken we butchered ourselves a few weeks ago, so we are stocked up on chicken. The beef is all from a local farm. We get half a cow. And then, we've got some peaches from our friend's orchard right down the road, and then strawberries from our strawberry patch. And it just feels so good to be able to do that and to know that we have stuff stored up for our family. That butter is the best butter, by the way, from Azure Standard. All right, back up here in the kitchen. One thing I did that I did not film was last night I mixed up a double batch of baked oatmeal. So I have 2 9x13s here, and I baked them this morning. The boys ate some for breakfast, and then the rest I am actually, or at least one of the 9x13s, I am going to cut up into like single serve portions and pop into a freezer bag, and then that will be something that will be easier to warm up in the oven or the toaster oven later in the week. So I really like to do some sort of food prep, planning ahead with food on Mondays to just make the rest of the week go easier for us in some way. I'm also going to cook up some taco meat and get that all cooled down and frozen, and have that for a day later in the week as well. Now, I know that washing dishes and doing laundry and cleaning up messes and cooking all the meals can start to feel exhausting and mundane and just really repetitive when we're doing them every day or
multiple times a day. And I just want to remind you that we are doing kingdom work, mamas. This is a very, very important job. We are raising little souls. We are teaching them about Jesus. They are watching us as we take care of them and take care of the household and do these acts of service for our family. And I want to remind you of Proverbs 31. She is clothed with strength and dignity. She can laugh the days to come. She speaks with wisdom, and faithful instruction is on her tongue. She watches over the affairs of her household and does not eat the bread of idleness. Her children arise and call her blessed, her husband also, and he praises her. Many women do noble things, but you surpass them all. Charm is deceptive and beauty is fleeting, but a woman who fears the Lord is to be praised. Give her the reward she has earned, and let her works bring her praise at the city gate. You are doing an amazing job. You are doing wonderful, important work. Do not forget that. I need an egg for my yolky coffee that I make. So going into the barn, into the chicken coop to see if anyone has laid an egg yet, which I'm sure they have because it's like 10:30 and I haven't had my coffee. We have 3 hens that are trying to be broody. Got an egg. So that's a problem. So we have had less eggs. And we have some egg customers that pick up on Mondays and Fridays every week, and we have not been able to supply all of them with eggs this last couple weeks, because of the broody hens situation. So we will hopefully get them off those nests soon. I left a couple of eggs under one of the hens because I know she's a good mama. She has hatched chicks for us before, but the others, I'm just trying to get them off and start laying eggs again. I also made a new batch of cold brew coffee. It is decaf. That's all I can drink for the last 18 months since I got sick. So I make cold brew coffee every week. I love this lid that is from County Line Kitchen. You can get it from Amazon. It opens up, it pours. I absolutely love to use it for the cold brew coffee and for like milk kefir. I'll mix up smoothies in the jars and use it for all those things. So highly recommend that. It's definitely worth it. And then I just, got my egg. So gonna make a nice yolky cold brew coffee. And Daisy egg, here she comes. She gets the egg white most days because it's so good for her, and I don't always have a plan for egg whites. The boys do love when I make meringues with egg whites. That is one of their favorite things for me to make with egg whites. But anyway, let's make this creamy, yolky cold brew coffee. Cheers. So good. So there's an egg yolk from our chickens, cold brew coffee, cream, and a half a scoop of the Ballerina Farm vanilla bean protein powder. tried to do a quick cleanup of the living room on a Monday because after the weekend, it just feels quite messy and disheveled, and I know that we spend most of our time outside, so it could be worse, but you know, the boys will still play in here, Bill Fort's in here, and the dog pulls her toys out, and there's just random stuff all over the place. And I'm just gonna put it back in its place, and I'm gonna time myself and see if I can do it in, I'm gonna say 7 minutes. These belong upstairs. The boys love to play with this money set from Melissa and Doug, which is great for learning. They know how to, count money and do change and all the things that I want them to learn. But the money ends up all over the place all the time, and normally I would have them clean this up. Don't think that I'm, just cleaning up after my kids all day long, and they never help, because they definitely do help. I can't always say that they're happy about helping to clean up, but they do. But right now they are playing so well together that I will not interrupt that. If you are a mom, you probably understand what I'm talking about. They are playing peacefully, and I am getting things done peacefully. No interruptions. Okay, I think that's all the money. I got some new books at the thrift store over the long holiday weekend. One of them is this, which I of course had to get because we love, growing things around here. So the boys enjoyed that. I got several others too. It was a very good, short, quick thrift trip. Random magnetile goes right there. These belong outside. Dog toys upon dog toys. Nerf darts everywhere. Okay, now let's address under the couch where so many random things go to live. I will do a quick vacuum in here too because it needs it. I know that there can be a lot of pressure, a lot of influence out there for us moms, especially on having like the best of the vacuum and the furniture and, everything like that. The decor and all the stuff is from our old house in this room, except I think the lamp. And we have not decorated our walls yet. And this vacuum we have had for many years. And while I would love a fancy cordless vacuum, this does the job. There's rips in our couch. There's stains on our couch. We bought that couch when we moved into our first house 9 years ago. So just wanted to remind you that what you have is enough and you do not need more. You do not need the best that everyone says is the best. You're doing a wonderful job without it and with what you have. Okay, that is about it for my morning of Monday things that I usually do. It is lunchtime now. I'm going to make the boys some lunch and get myself some lunch and read to them while we sit out on our patio and eat. And then I am going to get into the garden and do some outdoor stuff for the rest of the day. Hope you all have a great day and thanks for watching.